Alright y'all, today I'm at Rongxing Garden Park in Taipei in the Songshan district. And if you guys are ever in Taiwan, the Songshan district is pretty dope. A lot of locals here, and it doesn't feel too touristy, which is kind of a vibe. It's been piss and rain, so I finally find some time to shoot the video here. The best part about after a rain fall is it's not super windy. Well, I'm the Asian guy. So in today's video, I want to talk about something recent that happened to me, and it's about finances. So this morning, I get a text from my sister telling me how much money she needs from me to renovate the house, because my mom and the family, or specifically my mom, has been living in the same house that I grew up in for the last 20 years. And as you can imagine, 20 years is a long time. Things get outdated, things start to break. And my sister's been doing a lot of legwork of finding the contractors and figuring out what we need to do to renovate the house. And you know, I need to help finance it. My sister's financing a lot of it too as well. So I get this text, I'm like, shit. You know, I've been waiting for this day. I've been actually saving up money for this day for quite some time, and the day finally came. I initially began to, initially this nest egg started with me first living at my mom's house, and then investing into ETFs and then some more high growth stocks. A lot of the high growth stocks did relatively well. My ETFs like VOO did really well over the last 6 years. So I initially saved up that nest egg for myself to eventually buy a spot or some kind of house, but looks like those plans have changed. I'm going to be using that money to invest into my mom and the family home instead. And my initial thinking was I wanted to, like, I had a high yield savings account and I had a good amount of money in it, but then I was thinking I need to take more risks. I don't have a family, I don't have much relying on me, so it makes sense for me to invest. So I invested into more safer assets like ETFs, and they've returned really well, a lot higher than a high yield savings account. And basically what I just did today was I sold a lot of my entire ETF position, specifically VOO, because it's a really safe investment, and then some individual stocks I just sold the initial gain on it. I didn't sell out of the entire position. I just sold, like, for example, if a position was up 5k, I just sold 5k. So I just got my money, or I just got the gain back, right? And if I didn't want to sell out the entire position because there's an opportunity cost of, for example, like if I sold out of my Google position and I was up really well on it, it would be kind of a bummer if I sold that entire position and Google just rips again another 100% next year or something. So I was kind of strategic about choosing certain companies where I figured the gains would be modest, and there are certain positions I just did not want to sell, like specifically Google. I sold some of my Palantir stock because I did really well on that. I just sold the initial gain on it, still have the position there in case it gains anymore, but Palantir was something I felt like I could take money off the table. So that's kind of my thought process there. I sold losing positions, and then I sold marginal gains on positions, but I didn't sell out of entire positions just so I didn't have that opportunity cost for loss. And that's a big way that I am funding my mom's renovation, so I don't have to, obviously I'm unemployed, so I don't have a job, don't have income coming in, and you know, I'm fortunate enough that I learned a lot about investing and risk and reward, and the investments have been paying off pretty well. I wish I did better, but anybody always wishes their investments did better. So that's how I'm selling that's how I'm gonna help fund the renovation for my mom's house. And when I was going through this exercise today, I think really just coming at it from a scarcity mindset of, oh my god, my money's going down, but I had to reframe it because I can always make more money. If I find one good investment, I can find another good one, and the money is going to come back eventually. Just gonna have confidence in myself that I can continue to make more and continue to make more right decisions in my career, making these videos, investments, different income streams. And like, my mom, she deserves it. My mom helped pay for my college, helped pay for my high school, and paid for all the activities we did growing up. So now it's time for me to give back in whatever way possible. And the best way to spend money on people is while they're alive and while you're alive. And that's what I'm doing. I think sometimes in America, or American culture mindset, you just get so caught up, even in Asian culture sometimes, you get so caught up in working hard and saving money and investing and seeing things continually go up. But what's the point of being in the rat race and grinding if you can't even enjoy the fruits of your labor? Spending it on yourself, your loved ones, through memories and experiences. And I think it's important that just thinking about that. I mean, especially for myself, I'm speaking to myself and want to share my thoughts with everybody here to hopefully you guys can take some learnings from here as well if you guys are in the same mindset as me. And it's really a lesson to spend your money while you're alive, on yourself, your loved ones. Money is really a means to an end. It's a way to buy comfort, experiences, share it with loved ones. And money is really a tool to help you maximize your life fulfillment, helping others, and creating lasting experiences and memories for the people in your life. You're always going to get more value out of your money while you're alive and healthy. And fortunately enough, my family is in those positions. You never know what could happen tomorrow. So don't wait until you're dead to show your generosity. But obviously, save for a rainy day, think ahead, have your money work hard for you, and don't forget to harvest the fruits. Don't just leave the fruits on the tree until you're in the grave, because what's the point of that? And I can't think of a better way to invest into my mom. I'm gonna let her enjoy a very nice remodeled home. And it's also an investment into the family. It's not like I'm throwing this money away and flushing it down the toilet. It's an investment into the house, real estate, right? So that's my stream of thought video for today. It's something that just happened a few hours ago, and I was just processing it and making the necessary sells in my investments to fund it, and it's top of mind. And I think it's an important reminder of why we work and why we want to save money for the future. It's for moments like these to help out the people you love. So thanks for tuning into this stream of thought video. I'll see everybody in the next one. Peace.